Sexy day. Oh, you know it. That's great. Now, that was the year I chose to enter the world. 1976. A long time ago. And that song is the soundtrack to my life. For those of you who know me, I'm very easygoing. I don't take myself too seriously. I'm from Ushuashinte. For those who don't know where that is, it's somewhere around the night market. And the very moment of my entry into the world, I knew that it was going to be tough. You know why? Instead of appearing at the Cedar Sinai, probably in California, I appeared at Kolebu, Georgesburg's Kolebu. That was the beginning of things getting tough. I had a rather modest upbringing, both parents civil servants employed by the University of Ghana. I grew up on Legon campus, number 15, for those of you who know the campus. I attended the greatest primary school in the world, University Primary School. And in nursery 2, again, my suspicion that I was going to be a great woman, a woman of valor, was confirmed. Guess why? In nursery 2, I, Naa Odofoley, was chosen to play Mary, the mother of Jesus, in the nativity play. I mean Mary, not Magdalene, the whole, but Mary, the mother of Jesus. Never mind that the teacher in charge of the nativity play that year was actually my aunt. I was the obvious choice. Never in the history of the nativity play has my one line been delivered with such theatrics and applause. Omotola, you would have been proud of me. So there I stood. Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be unto me according to thy word. Luke 1:38. I knew already that I was on my way to greatness. Class 3, nativity play. Guess who was Mary again? Yours truly. Of course, they had not lived down my nursery 2 delivery. So, I was again chosen to play Mary. Again, I knew I was going to be great. Never mind again that it was the same aunt who was in charge of the play. So, this morning, I have the privilege to claim that twice I have played the role of the mother of Jesus. Applaud me. Somehow I managed to finish University Primary. I did not play Mary again. I guess they were tired. And I found myself on the hills of Kakumdu. This was in the late 80s. No, it can't be early 80s, late 80s. Of course, I've seen my senior sister Joyce, one of the mean seniors I met in Wesley Girls. I got there. I was very naughty, she would say, very cheeky, and always being punished. I think my first punishment was I wore leggings. So I was made to kneel down on Block B front lawn. For those of you who went to Wesley Girls, yes, Block B front lawn. I was very excited when I visited the school, I think 2 weeks ago, for the speech and prize giving day. Sister Joyce is here. She would confirm I was one of the best schools to follow you on social media. As they say, or in the words of, I don't know who said that, but they said social media is not a real place. You need to have somebody, when the going gets tough, who you can literally pick your phone and call. Ladies, it is very important. You need to have that kind of friend who is there for you through thick and thin. You should have that one person who can look you in the face and say, the emperor is naked. Do not be that kind of person where nobody, your boss, no. Somebody should be able to tell you when you are wrong. You need that kind of person in your life, especially when you are a woman in leadership. It's very easy for the power to go to our heads. We know, we like power, but have somebody who will tell you, Madam, no, don't do it. One thing we should not do, and this is not a sermon, please, why as women do we have such difficulty saying to your fellow woman, you look lovely, that dress suits you, I love your hair, your makeup is on point. Why do we find it so difficult to compliment each other? What is it? Why? I'm not asking for an answer now. I was given only 10 minutes, but think about it. If you don't do it, please do it, because sometimes that kind word from you will change somebody's day. You don't, as women, we go through a lot. We literally have so many balls in the air all at the same time. We are not one-dimensional. We are multi-dimensional people, unlike the men. We do a lot of things, sometimes totally unrelated, but all at the same time. Let's be kind to each other. Let's be kind to each other, please. Whenever I meet young ladies, I want them to know that the sky is the limit. We are born into a patriarchal society. From infancy, we are told what we can do as women and what we cannot do. We grow up having self-doubt. We question ourselves, our values, our choices, our aspirations. We are told that some things are for women. It is a very commonplace to hear a man say, "Oba na uko speed sa." In our schools, the teachers and the male students want us to stay small, stay doubtful. At home, our brothers think they are our bosses. Our culture reinforces that notion. We are expected to dress a certain way. It's a taboo to be single, successful, and on top of your career. Some man will be given credit for your hard work. You need to believe in yourself. You need to rise above all and be successful. I was lucky to have great teachers right from primary school through to secondary school. In Wesley Girls, we were indoctrinated to believe that we are the best. We were made to believe that there's nothing we cannot achieve if we put our mind to it. We are confident because we were told that we were the cream of society. And Mrs. Echampong would always tell us not to cast our pearls before swine. I'm not too sure who the swine were, but I have a clue. What others called haughtiness is nothing but unadulterated confidence and self-worth. And this can only be achieved through hard work and discipline. For the students here, please, how many of you are from the universities or tertiary students? Oh, that's quite a lot of you. I'm speaking to you now. Listen, I beg you in the name of Jesus, and yes, it's written in the speech, enjoy your student days. Please, make time for social activities. It's very important. In Legon, I had an intern on campus. He was a medical student. Today, he's a medical doctor in North Carolina. So if you find yourself there and you need medical assistance, call me. I'll hook you up. On campus, life was great. I was in HM on Friday nights, but by Sunday morning, 6:30 a.m., Parks. Thank you. I would be as St. Thomas Aquinas without fail. The antics of the vandals did not faze me. In fact, by the time I graduated, I could sing most of the songs. My favorite is Double Double. There are any vandals here. You know the words to that song. Terrible boys. I made new friends in the university, some of whom today are running this country. I managed to go through law school without incident. And I must say, it was stressful, but not as stressful as the challenges of getting into the law school today. What's with that? I see the story every year, and I'm thankful that our time it was much easier to become a lawyer and get called to the bar in Ghana. As a junior lawyer and the only female pupil among an all-male firm, I was literally treated as one of the boys. After all, for those of you who are lawyers here, you know that there are no women at the bar. I was eager to learn and very ambitious. I registered with the legal aid and was accepting briefs from indigent Ghanaians, whom I used as my guinea pigs to hone my skills. I made a little money, but the focus was to learn. I opted to do litigation, which, mind you, is not very usual for female lawyers, as it's difficult and near impossible to combine with family life. I have attended court in almost every region in the country. I would drive to. Almost 2 decades later, I am still doing this. I was fearless and very driven. I met people from all walks of life, and today, almost 2 decades of practicing law, human beings, you scare the hell out of me. There is no substitute for hard work. Believe me, if there was, lazy as I am, I would have found it. As a family law practitioner, and having encountered a lot of people going through divorce and other family issues, I have a very different worldview and very little shocks me. Family law practitioners, we see and hear things, and you quickly come to realize that many are mad, few are naked, myself not excluded. The more you excel,